Good evening. There have been tales for some time now. Whispers of an idea from an island in the Far East. From whom we don't know. There have been some that speculated that this came directly from God. Over time, that speculation has changed. Details were vague, but the results, if they could be realized, promised to change everything. We thought for the better. Know now that that was wrong. But it's too late for that. It's come for us. Now we pass this burden on to you. This is the chip.
This is the oven.
The Akuma Meshi. This is the devil's rice.
This is the KFC rice,
The rice cooker KFC hack.
also known as the devil's rice.
So this was to be that good. We're going to use the general gist of putting KFC in the rice with chicken stock to cook it, but we're also going to doctor it up a little bit.
Because if there's one complaint I've heard, it's that this is not very flavorful. It doesn't pack that punch of flavor that you would come to expect from KFC rice cooker chicken.
We're going to give this a try. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. So first I'm going to mince the garlic. The more garlic you add, theoretically, the better. We're mincing this really fine to release all the flavors and the aroma. To the garlic, we're going to add probably half of this shallot. The shallot adds, it's just good flavor. Asian flavors. This recipe is supposed to taste like the Hainan chicken. Hainan is a province in China. They make this chicken and rice. They make a chicken broth, but then they also separate out the chicken fat from the broth. Then they use the broth and the chicken fat to make rice. In China, a lot of the chicken is like free-range chicken. It's a lot gamier than the chicken that you can get in the grocery stores here. So you have this amazing gamey chicken taste. I mean, it sounds bad, but like true chicken flavor is just like, it's so good. Oh my gosh. My eyes water. It's so good that I'm crying. Finally, we're going to add some scallions. These are fresh from our garden too. This white part of the onion has all the flavor. We're going to saute the scallions with the shallots and the garlic to make a very fragrant oil. We're going to add that to the rice, and for this we're using canola oil. We're gonna save the green part of the scallion to add into the rice. Once it heats up, I'm gonna turn it back down to medium. Like I said before, the white part of the green onion scallion. Just adding half of the amount of garlic that I chopped up. We're saving the other half to add just into the broth. This smells amazing. You don't even only have to use this to make rice either. You can use this to do any Asian dish. This is like the Asian equivalent of a mirepoix. You want to make sure that all the onions and shallots and garlic, the flavors infused into the oil until the shallots become almost translucent and before the garlic starts to turn brown. Once it looks like this, then you can take it off the heat. Time to assemble the devil's rice.
So to assemble our rice, we're gonna start like any other. We've got 1 cup of washed and dried jasmine rice. To that, we're gonna add 1 cup of our homemade chicken stock. Here's where we start to add our extra ingredients. So we've got our scallion oil, some of our green onions, our fresh garlic, and then on top, the piece of resistance. 2 KFC original recipe chicken thighs, and they will just be nestled right on top. We're just gonna run this on the regular cook cycle, then we're going to shred the chicken, debone it, and mix it all together. Oh, and soy sauce, add soy sauce. I have to say, it smells extremely good.
Wowza.
Oof.
Oh, the chicken has fall off the bone.
It is extremely tender. You definitely get that garlic, the green onions.
Oh man, I've definitely changed my mind about KFC. But my only time I've ever had KFC was maybe 20 years ago, and I had their popcorn chicken.
Ooh, I don't know if you should judge a place by the quality of their popcorn chicken. Maybe you can judge them by the fact that they have popcorn chicken. It looks like every piece of rice is glistening with chicken fat.
Ready to eat?
I'm ready. There are a lot of smells going on.
Garlic, onion, shallots, chicken. Oh my god, this is amazing. Oh my god, you guys, this is amazing. Holy.
Oh man. I have to say, that first bite I had was a piece of like the chicken breast meat, and it was moist, but there wasn't too much flavor there. I had a bite with the skin in it. Oh my god. I think I finally found flavor down.
The skin is so good. I think what makes this work is the fact that KFC is so salty. Adding all that garlic in there, do you regret it?
That garlic is making this dish. That little punch of garlic.
This is like restaurant quality. I'm gonna do something else.
Just gonna pour a bunch of KFC gravy on it.
I can cry. Need a moment.
I don't know what all the other herbs and seasonings are, but the one that stands out to me is salt. It's absolutely delicious.
Y'all, KFC gravy and this chicken rice.
There's one thing that I would like in here, and that's like some sort of crunch. I don't know where I want that to come from though. Wouldn't that be nice if there was a little bit of crunch in there? No, apparently not.
Hainan chicken doesn't have any crunch. No, I'm not saying this is Hainan chicken. I think if you want something crunchy that would go with this would be some fried shallots on top
That would be perfect.
that you add in as a garnish. Oh yeah. To all you college students, working people, if you want a great dinner and you have leftover chicken, or if you just want KFC for some reason, but better, do this.
See, that's I think the one flaw of this whole idea is that it's based off having leftover fried chicken. But when in your life have you ever had leftover fried chicken?
Often.
Often? When?
Because
Why?
it's a better deal if you buy the family bucket.
How did you guys not tear through that?
We get to. And you can chew on the bone. Cut that
Chew
out.
on the bone.
Cut that out. Oh my god, this is insanely delicious. I do kind of want something spicy, but I don't need it.
I don't need it, but I would like a little bit of kick. What else would you want to add to this? Mushrooms? Potatoes?
Not potato. The rice is already a starch.
I like the garlic chili sauce. A little sourness, a little bit of heat.
I think it's too sour for my taste for this.
This is a pretty rich dish. I feel like a little bit of sourness kind of helps cut through that. I'm gonna add a little bit more.
Oh, that's why I have my kombucha here.
See, I have none. Only my wits and some sambal to carry me through.
We used our own homemade chicken stock, but you can always use just store-bought chicken stock. It's fine. By itself, even without anything added, is super good. I might add a little oyster sauce next time, and then some Thai chili peppers.
But you would make this again? I feel like I wouldn't have leftovers, but I would buy extra to make this, to have as leftovers. Because it's so easy. Throw in a little chicken stock, throw in rice, throw in whatever vegetables you've got. And then you've got meals for a couple days.
Restaurant quality.
I did see everywhere online talking about how unhealthy this is. I can't help thinking, like, amateurs. It's like they made broccoli worse. This is like your strawberry sundaes. Your opinion of KFC is radically changed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you had 2 extra KFC chicken thighs, would you rather be in this, or would you rather eat them the way they are?
Considering I love rice. But it probably wouldn't taste as good if we didn't add all those extra ingredients. If you don't have all that stuff, then it's hard to make.
I think that's 2 recommendations for the devil's rice.
Try it yourself. It's delicious.
And almost effortless as long as you don't make the stock yourself. Even that's not that much work.
Until next time, guys. Thank you.
If you want to see how we made our chicken stock,